a brand new song that I just wrote. And what I would like for you to do is learn it and sing it with me. And that's why I put these lyrics up here. So we're going to get in the vibration of hope, okay? As I see hope tonight for the garden of good. It goes like this. You can take a deep breath. It goes like this. Awake and dreaming, choosing and believing in hope, hope, hope. Awake and knowing good is overflowing as hope, hope, hope. I hope because I know. I hope because I know the truth. That's right. What's the truth? I hope because I know. I hope because I know love is me and you. Now you know it and you can sing it with me from the top. Awake and dreaming. Try it. Choosing and believing in hope, hope, hope. Awake and knowing good is overflowing as hope, hope, hope. I hope because I know. I hope because I know. I hope because I know the truth. I hope because I know. I hope because I know love is me and you. One more time from the top. Here we go. Awake and dreaming, choosing and believing in hope. Do you believe in hope? Yes, you do, because you're a gardener of good. Awake and knowing good is overflowing as hope, 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 hope. I hope because I know. I hope because I know the truth. I know you know the truth. I hope because I know. I hope because I know love is me and love is you. Can I hear it? Can I hear it from you? Can I hear it from you? Okay. And as we enter into this garden of hope, here is a little bit about the garden of good. This week is week 9, and we are on hope. This is just simply the prompt that is from my book. The book is separated into 4 sections: heart, mind, body, soul. You know this by now. And we're still in the heart, but we're in the 3rd month of the heart, y'all. We have been living in the heart, cutting hearts, feeling hearts, being in the space of that heart-centered love. We've been gardening the heart. And with each quarter, I ask that you have a root, an inner goal, and a fruit, an outer goal. My inner goal this quarter has been peace. And I have had lots of opportunity to practice peace. And we know that as we practice something, we get better at it. So I've gotten better at falling back into peace. And the fruit that I have chosen, which is an outer goal, something that will be the outer expression of that inner fruit. So the root of peace, what I am doing to cultivate that is I'm creating a dollhouse. I've been showing you every week as I have been getting closer and closer and closer. I can't believe I only have 3 weeks left to complete my dollhouse. And I'm very excited about it because for the mind section, which is the next quarter, I'm going to write a book about the dollhouse. So that's going to be my next fruit. And I think my root will be balanced, but that's not for today. For today, it's peace and the dollhouse for me. We're going to learn about 2 people's roots and fruits during our time together today, and you can think about yours. First things first, kindness always in the garden. Be nice to yourself. Be nice to each other. Just open yourself to whatever we're doing tonight. And it's gardener's choice. You know, we will have breakout rooms after our first craft today. And you have a choice. You don't have to accept the breakout room. You can stay in the main room if you're uncomfortable with the small group breakout. I just want you to know it's up to you. A lot of people want to connect, but if you're more of a loner and you just kind of want to hang in the main room and shut your mic off or whatever you want to do, it's all good. Camera is also optional here. I do not want you to feel pressure at all. But I also say if something makes you feel a little uncomfortable in the garden, maybe do it because you might grow, right? But everything is confidential. Yes, I said it that way, confidential. And of course, the most important thing is that your creative expression is divine. And comparison is the thief of joy. We know we've got lots of brilliant people in this space. So don't compare yourself to anyone, because would a rose compare itself to a daffodil? No, ma'am. As we go to this time of a tiny talk, I'm going to give you a tiny talk. And while I'm doing this tiny talk, what I want you to do is I want you to get out your journal, because the next thing we're going to do is our first doodle. Our divine doodle will be coming after this tiny talk. And to prep your page as you're listening, sometimes for me, I like multitasking. If you don't like multitasking and you just want to, hear me talk, if you just want to hear me talk, then you don't have to doodle. But if you want to prepare your page, I'm going to invite you to decide on a few colors. I am making my doodle in blues and greens. We're going to be creating a cup of hope. That's all you need to know right now. I'm going to make mine in blues and greens because I have been going through some physical pain in my neck, and I've been really needing hope. I want hope. And so green for me signifies growth and new cells always healing themselves in my body. I know that I'm healing. And also blue because I've been feeling sad because I've been in physical pain. So I'm honoring my sadness with the blue and the green. And I'll use black, of course, because I love to use black and white. But what I'm thinking is, as you're listening to me talk about hope, I want you to just line your page. So like around the edges of your page, I just want you to write the word hope. Hope, 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 over and over and over again. Or you can make dots or swirls. I basically want you to make a frame as I'm talking about hope. And I want it to be sort of mindless because I want you to be able to listen. But sometimes, especially female brains, when we're doing two things at once, we actually will kind of process it even better. So as you're listening to me, if you're writing hope, maybe some things will come into your subconscious or your unconscious. So I'm going to start tonight with my little talk, Hope, with a quote from Aristotle, which is, "Hope is a waking dream." I loved this quote because I thought, what does this mean? What does this mean to me? What is a waking dream? And I thought about it this way. It's a vision, right? A hope is a vision. I mean, a dream is a vision. And a dream is a motivation. When you dream about something, you want world peace. It's a motivation. It's a way to be. It's why you go meditate, right? It's a guiding light. A dream is a guiding light. It's something that you shoot for the moon, you'll reach the stars type of thing. So to have hope is to be awakened to your dreams. I also think of it as, a flavor of your faith. In other words, what is your belief system? If your belief system is that God is good, life is good, things are good all the time, if that's kind of your default that you've been practicing, then you will naturally have hope. Because when things are shitty, you'll be like, oh, well, it's going to pass. Like with my neck. It's the perfect example. I know every week that we get together, I get to have a physical example of what I'm speaking about. And I have had tremendous pain. I have had a crick in my neck for about 3 weeks. I've never had a crick this long. It's the kind of crick that you go, is this thing ever going to go away? And the thing is that I know it will go away. I have had heartbreak so bad that I was sad for an entire year, right? Grief that lasts for a very long time. And guess what? It does. It goes away and it changes and it shifts and we transform and things move. And that is because I have a knowledge of that. I have experience of that. And your hope is built upon your experience. So the question for you today is, do you have it? Do you have it? And if you do have it, be proud of yourself. because it's not an easy thing to have sometimes, especially when we're in pain, especially when we're having grief, especially when we're in the middle of transformation and change, or when things are going on around us that seem out of our control, whether it's physical pain, things in the government, things in the world, things in the outside little r reality world, right? But if you still have hope, to me, that means that you're still paying attention. And, I love to quote Erica and Lisa, which I don't know if it was their quote, but if you're not in awe, you're not paying attention, right? So if you're not in hope, you're not paying attention, because I did some cool research today on some innovations that are happening right now, because one of the reasons I have hope is because I think the human spirit, the human mind, the human, experience is absolutely incredible. And right now, in a laboratory somewhere, scientists are growing food from thin air. That's actually happening, which means that eventually this world will be no food scarcity. It's just not, it won't be a thing. It'll be a thing of the past. Last year, a paralyzed man walked again thanks to brain implant technology. Okay? A device that reads brain signals and translates them into movements is giving people their lives back. That is hope in action. And also, here's one for my fellow creatives. Music is now being used to help Alzheimer's patients recover lost memories. A song from their past played at just the right moment can bring back names, stories, laughter. Hope literally rewires the brain. So what does this really mean for us, right? What does it mean for us in the Garden of Good? It means that we plant seeds of hope every day, every journal entry, every gratitude list, every scribble we make. These are acts of hope we create because we believe in something beyond what we can see. And hope, it's really an artist's greatest tool, okay? It allows us to dream new worlds into being, to take what is and to see what could be. And like the great innovators, it's not the first failure. It's the whole Edison thing, keep trying, and bam, the light bulb goes on. We keep planting, we keep creating, and something beautiful will emerge. And the final thing I'll say about hope is that it really is a verb. It's not passive. It's not sitting around waiting for things to get better, It's planting, it's going to the chiropractor, it's getting the massage, it's taking an action toward the healing that you need. So now we're going to think about our cup of hope, and we're going to move into our first. And the other thing I wanted to make is like a little joke at the end here, just to tell you that if you don't think you are going to make a difference, think about this quote from Dalai Lama. If you think you're too small to make a difference, try sleeping with a mosquito. You make a difference. Your hopeful energy, your positive energy, your doodles, your gratitude lists, your vibes actually matter. So this week, we're going to go into our divine doodling time. And this week, I am going to hope with you. And by this, I mean, I am going to hope that I'm going to give you pretty loose instruction this week. Because I know we've been doing this for about 8 weeks. Some of you went to the Maldives, but some of us went through 8 weeks of opening that mind that can doodle, that trust of yourself. So what I'm going to do, we're going to make a cup of hope. And as we create this cup, now here's some ideas of cups. All right. I'm going to take my video off and you can just look at those. You can just look at those cups for a minute. Do you want a teacup, a coffee cup, a small, a martini glass or a wine glass? What's your cup? What's your hope cup look like? Pick your shape. I know mine will probably be, did I mess up there it is. Mine will probably be a coffee cup because I love coffee and coffee gives me hope every day. So that's going to be mine, but take a look at those and I'm going to take that away so we can draw together. But if you want me to bring the cup back up, just let me know in the chat if you want a cup to, but what I want you to do is I want you to think about your cup of hope. This is your cup of hope. Start to create your little cup. It doesn't have to be that great. But as I ask you these questions, I want you to do whatever you want with your page, right? If you want to make some lines up of the steam, if your cup is full, if you're however you want to do it. If your cup had a design, your hope cup had a design, would it say hope on the front of it? Mine might. I have a lot of hope. Do you have a lot of hope? Is your cup overflowing with hope? What color is your hope today? Like I said, mine's a little blue. I've been a little sad. I've been in a lot of pain. So, my cup of hope is sad, but doesn't mean that I'm less hopeful. I'm sad about some of the things that are going on in the state of our nation. How could I not be? How could I not be with deforestation and rights being taken away and a lot of people very afraid? I mean, of course, I'm a human being with a heart. And so I'm sad, but I have hope. I have hope. So what helps to refill your hope cup when it's empty? Okay, leave it up. You want me to leave that picture up? I'll leave that picture up and I'll do this mine over here. What helps to refill your cup? I'm going to make some blooms coming out of my cup just because I feel like it. And if you want to copy me, I invite you to. I'm going to actually put my cup in a field. You can make this is me letting you free. You can do whatever you want with your cup. I'm just going to ask you questions as you're drawing, as you're thinking about it. What fills your cup when it's empty? And you can maybe write it on there. My friends. Absolutely. Prayer. You can write the question, what fills my cup? What do I have hope in? Do I have hope in mankind, womankind? Do I have hope that all the work that all the many people have done, whether it's innovators, scientists, philosophers, artists, I mean, whoa, we are living in the coolest time in the whole world, in the whole history of the world. What is one small thing you can do today to pour more hope into your cup? One small thing. I can come to the garden. I can gather with like minds. I can fill my cup up with good positive music, with fun doodles. See how I'm always adding, this is me. If I always doodle along so I can give you some examples of what you might want to do. See, now I thought I was going to do just blue and green, and now I've added some flowers. So I'm going to add some roses or some blooms, because just being with you has brought a new color. This is a perfect example of what happens when we come together, right? You might start with one inspiration and then come to another. And if you know me by now, then you know I will want to put hearts, because we are in the heart section. I will want to put hearts all over my cup of hope. And red for love, the love that I feel, the love that I feel in my friends and my family, the love that I feel in this world today. Let's take a moment and if you want to unmute and just speak into the space something that you have hope for. I have hope for humanity.
I have hope for peace.
I have hope for the power of kindness.
I have hope for human potential.
I have hope for community.
Oneness. I have hope for new ideas being birthed.
Me too, Cindy. Hey, let's do that. If you hear one that you agree with, say "me too" after the people speak it.
I have hope that I can learn to accept and love myself in all the ways.
Me too.
Me too.
You.
Yeah.
Me too.
I have hope for oneness in the world.
Me too.
Me too.
Me too.
I have hope for the children of the world.
Me too.
Me too.
Because of teachers like you.
too.
Lack of confusion.
Clarity. I have hope for clarity. Let's do that one.
Yeah, me too.
Me too.
Ew.
I have hope for evolution, emergent evolution. Come on.
Yes.
Yes, me too.
Me too.
Look I'm adding lots of dots. I always add dots. You guys know I love a dot. Feels good. Get the hope dots. Hope dots.
I have hope to be in standing for people that need me to be there.
I'm going to say me too. Step up.
Me too.
Me too.
I have hope that everyone in here will get laid.
Me too. I just got home. Me too.
That would be a miracle. I have hope for a world that works for everyone.
Me
Yeah.
too.
Me too.
Me too.
All right, just one more. Come on.
I have hope for resilience.
Yes.
Me too.
I got
All right, you
another
guys.
one. I got one more, Amy.
All right, one more.
I hope that Amy continues to be the vessel of the garden of good.
Oh, me too. Close your eyes. If you're comfortable, or if you want to keep doodling, you can keep doodling, but just take a deep breath in and slowly exhale. And imagine you're holding this cup of hope in your hands. And imagine it's the feeling of the cup, the weight, the warmth, its shape. Notice the way the light catches it. And now close your eyes for a moment, if you would, and just imagine yourself taking a deep sip of hope and filling you, the richness. Taste it. Let it be a rich feeling that fills you up, warms your heart, softens your worries, awakens your dreams. Say to yourself, hope flows within me.
Hope flows within me.
I am nourished by possibility.
I am nourished by possibility.
My cup is always being refilled. Take a deep breath in and refill it out. Release it out. And I want you to think of this question that you're going to share with each other, because something I've definitely come upon in this last few days of thinking of hope is that it's something that we share with each other. My hope can inspire you, and your hope can inspire me. So think of this question. What is the one thing that helps to refill your cup of hope when it's running low? Put these earrings on today to represent the sun, because the sun is the ultimate hope. It's always going to rise. It's always the metaphor that I love when I'm thinking about things like hope, because even in those dark nights, right? Or those dark days when the clouds cover the sun, it was bringing me to some sadness thinking of it, because there's so many times when the sun is covered, or the night falls and it's very dark and it seems very long, and it always rises. The Son of God. That's where I think that all comes from. All right, so now let's just take a moment, everybody, to just do a little stretch, because we've been having all this energy and I just want to sort of invite some physical movement. So I'm going to stretch. And because of my neck, I think part of the reason my neck has been so messed up is because I've been sitting at the computer for hours and hours creating things, right? So what I would like you to do is to learn how to do the neck stretch, which is to reach out, take your right hand and reach it over to your left hand, left side of your head, and gently pull it to the right and let this left shoulder drop. And take 3 deep breaths. Gently letting this shoulder drop. Another breath. And one more. Feel that stretch, and then allow the arm to go down and allow the head to sort of float up and over very slowly. Take your time with it. The neck is very gentle. I know I'm going through this. Let's do the other side. Up and over. Holding and breathing. Feeling the hope. And letting it float up and over. And just stretching whatever feels like you need to move around because we're going to go to our next little craft, which is going to be a rainbow flower. So what you need for this is you need a rainbow. So I am going to tell you the traditional colors of the rainbow, which you probably already know, of course. And if you don't have these colors, then pick 3 or 4 or 5 of your favorite colors that you want to make a rainbow out of. Let's not, be crazy about what a rainbow needs to be, but it's red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple. We know this: red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple. You could add brown, black. You could take away things. You could make it trans flag colors. You could do whatever you want. But I'm going to do these 6 colors, and I'm going to give you a minute to get those colors together if you don't have them, before we get ready to do some cutting and to do some building. And I also want you to have a glue stick that has some glue on it, because we're going to make a rainbow flower and we're going to make some hope notes. So you let me know when you got your colors. You let me know when you got your colors. Bye, Liza. A lot of people have to drop off when they have to drop off, and it's okay. I love you. So glad you came into the garden today. So what we're going to do is once we have them, we're going to stack them. We're going to stack them and we're going to fold them. Stack them and fold them. Stack them and fold them. All right. And it's going to be hard, but fold them again. Fold them again. Doesn't matter. This is just a guideline. We're not going to be cutting on that line, really. So stack them and fold them. Stack them and fold them. Stack them and fold them once and twice. So then you'll have this, right? Do you have this? Now, I'm going to do the opposite because I want to use the long way. I want more space. So have it be this way. So it's the long way.
You can call that hot dog.
Put it the hot dog way, okay? And let's actually cut that in half. So we have 2 different things to work with, okay? Put one of them aside. And then the other one, I want you to make 2 hearts. One that's like, I'll use a marker so you can see it better. Where is my black marker? I don't know what I did with it. I'll use green. Hopefully it'll show up. Okay, so 1 heart and then another heart, and make the second heart just a little bit smaller than the first one, right? And we're going to cut these out, and we're going to have 6 big hearts and 6 small hearts. This is going to be a really easy little rainbow flower for you to put on your board. Really easy rainbow. The reason why I wanted to work with rainbows when we're working with hope, and these are going to be great scraps, so put these aside to do something during the week with. The reason I wanted to do rainbow is because, I feel like a rainbow is a perfect symbol of hope. So undo your beautiful hearts. Mine are not that great. They're a little bit fat, but I like fat things. So just give them some space. And what we're going to do, because this is our hope flower, is we're going to write the word hope on all of our hearts. We're just going to write it. You don't have to write it on all of them. You can write it on one or two of them. Or whatever you want about hope, or I have hope, or I have faith. I'm going to write in green because green is about growth. And I'm just going to pick some rando colors to write hope on. It's my hope flower. And now, separate your big ones from your small ones. And basically, what we're going to do is we are going to build a flower. And we're going to take the big hearts and we're going to just connect them heart to heart like that. And just go around in a circle. Really simple, just a little rainbow heart. You can put it in the order red, orange, yellow, green, blue, or you don't have to. You can let the colors show or not. The words hope show or not. You can cover them up. It's okay. And once you have the big hearts connected, then we do the small hearts. You can sort of decide where you want your rainbow to be in different places or. And this is again like a little bit free. Like I wanted our creativity to be very individuated today so that you could sort of do what you want to do, because I have hope that you are getting more comfortable with expressing your voice, that, maybe I'm giving you ideas, but you're taking it and making it your own too. This is my little rainbow flower. I love it. Hang on, it ain't gonna be long. Stay strong, walk through, walk on. And if you're fast like me.
Did you put your little ones on top of the big ones?
I did.
Okay.
I just layered them.
Okay.
And you don't have to. You could make two separate ones if you want, for instance. You could make a small one and a big one. You could use the hearts differently if you want. But I'm just making mine a simple little rainbow flower of hope. A rainbow flower of hope. I have hope. I have hope. I have hope. If you have hope, let me hear you say, yeah. And of course, because we are in the heart section, we not only have them on hearts, but we draw hearts. I love a dot. I love a heart. You can maybe make a little center like this, like I'm doing here. Give yourself a little. I always love a little black. We've talked about black and how it gives that, it pops things off the page. Swirls, dots, lines. Just make it your own. It's your rainbow heart. Now, as you continue to work on that, we're also going to take that other half and we're going to make one big heart with this one. And we're going to cut out these big hearts. The other half are rainbow hearts. And this is where I've been thinking a lot about this week. I've been thinking a lot about this particular piece of the week. And it's these guys. And these guys are, oh, aren't those pretty? The little scraps are going to be so pretty. I'll do something with those. These other hearts are going to be what I'm calling hope notes. hope notes. And what I want you to do with these, however many colors you've chosen, I have 6. I want you to write 6 hope notes. And what these notes are, and it's a very interesting thing to write a hope note. But one of the examples I was using was that, like, if you go to a restaurant, that you leave one for your waitress. I hope you have a really successful night. Or I hope you know how awesome the service was tonight, right? So you could write something like that. Or I have some examples. We are going to have a beautiful reading at the end of the night, which is I Hope You Dance from Leanne Womack. I'm going to have my beautiful partner read that to you, but I'm going to give you a couple examples from that song that are some things that you could write, things like it. I hope you never lose your sense of wonder. That's such a great line in that song. I hope when one door closes, another is opening, right? I hope your day is amazing and you know how awesome you are. So things like that. Take some time to write a few of your hope notes, and then your home play is going to be finding either people to slip these hope notes to. Part of the goal is to sort of not be seen, that it be like you're a secret hope note dropper. And so you keep them in your bag or in your purse and wherever you go. And like, I might even drop one if you live with people. You could drop one for your husband or for your wife or for your friend that you live with, or, you know, roomie, you know, you could drop some hope. Or you could drop some hope for yourself if you don't go out that much. Make yourself some hopeful notes. I wrote myself some hopeful notes today. I wrote, I hope you take a risk. You know, I hope you know how much you impact those around you. I hope you know how beautiful you are. So I'm going to write a few, and I invite you to as well as you complete your rainbow flower as well. I hope you know you are worthy. That's one I just wrote. And then you just put it aside, and you could drop these in one of your garden grams that you're sending out. These could be garden grams. It would be cool if you sent anonymous garden grams this week. I hope you can see the good in the world. That's a nice one. I would love to see that. I would love to find that, especially right now, you know. I hope love for you. Mine are kind of simple. These don't have to be complicated. It just has to be, what do you really hope for people? What do you really hope for a perfect stranger? You know, I hope for you success. I hope for you great success. And I know hope is a funny thing because it's, you know, talking about the future. But the truth is that, you know, there really is only one moment, and this moment is now. And I see you as a great success when I hope that for you. I see you as a great success right now. And, you know, even in these hope notes, you don't have to use the word hope if you don't love it. Just say, I see great success for you. That gives someone hope, right? That's the thing also about hope. We don't have to say the word hope to give someone hope. I see who you are. That gives someone hope. I see the truth of you. I know the truth for you. You are amazing. Shout out to my partner. I don't know if she's going to be embarrassed that I'm telling this, but she got a new job today. Sorry, she's embarrassed now. But I am so in awe of how she is with people. People just love her. She could get a job anywhere. I hope you know how amazing you are, AJ. I hope you are joyful. Okay, so like usual, I've probably gone a little bit fast, but these are some things that you can continue to do with your home play. So here you go. I've got my 5 hope notes or 6 hope notes. And I've got my rainbow flower. And I feel pretty good about that. I love it. I love it. The love offerings, the garden grams. I got the most amazing garden gram from Chrislyn. I had a week because of my neck that I didn't get out my garden grams last week. So if you won something last week, you will be getting it in the mail. I promise. I promise. Chrislyn wrote me, Amy Steinberg. Hi, thank you for making this world a better place. You're the change we all wish to see. That's so sweet. Soak this overnight. She gave me a little thing, a little heart that I can plant. One of those little seed hearts. I don't know. I think it fell on the ground, but I'm so excited to plant that. I love you for that. Thank you so much. And yeah, there's suggested love offering, but you don't have to feel limited by that. If you have a bunch of extra money, you can always give it to the garden. Yeah. And if you haven't gotten the book yet, I am so grateful. I got my first payment from Amazon came through, you guys. I know it seems like a silly thing, but it takes months. And I released the book a few months ago, and it's what it symbolizes to me. It's not about the money. It's the fact that it's just pretty cool. So it felt pretty good. So thank you so much again for the love offerings. I appreciate you so, so, so much. I want to remind you all about your affirmation card, and you can take a moment if you'd like to think about hope and how it resonates with your root. For instance, mine is, my hope-filled heart echoes the faith I live, grounded in peace. That is my affirmation card for today. Marrying hope with peace, because peace is my root. And for me, Reverend Jackie and I had a long conversation about hope the other day. Thank God for Reverend Jackie and our little powwows. We were talking about hope and faith, and what if you have a bunch of faith, do you need hope, right? So my hope it's grounded in my faith. Thank you everyone for today. We are going to just very quickly, I'm going to tell you about the home play, which is send a gram. Send a gram. That's for me because I didn't send my grams last week. So I'm going to send a few grams, a few extra ones this week. Also, your hope notes, drop them around the world. Drop them with your server. Drop them at the mailman. Drop them when you're going, somewhere. Don't litter, but give them away to where people will find them. Continue with your gratitude lists. You guys, I have been so in love with the gratitude list thing. And it's so cool to see, Joellen led it one weekend, one day. Then Chrislyn's been heading it off, and then somebody else will start it. And it's so cool to sort of hop on each other's and add our pictures or add our things. It's very, very cool. And then, of course, your fruits and roots, you guys, this is week 9. So if we really are going to I like this idea of taking things seriously and having a goal. And some of us have had big goals and some of us have had smaller goals, but I love the idea of goals. They're Edwene Gaines talks about it when she talks about prosperity. You want clear, defined goals to help you to frame how you do your creativity. And so for me, it's the dollhouse. So wish me luck, because here I am at the end of this dollhouse thing. I've got to make it make sense. I've got to make it feel like it matters, like it is giving that peace to my inner child. So I'm very excited about that. So any other thoughts or concerns or questions, just reach out to me.
Okay, so if you feel comfortable, close your eyes. And just knowing in this sweet space that is divine source energy, that is each and every one of us in this beautiful creativity that is God in form, that is each of us. In this time period, I speak my word into the law for the highest and best good as we go forth from here, knowing that this creativity, this hope has filled our souls with effervescent joy, moving into this evening, this night, and further into the present moment that we each experience. That this joy, this hope, this love fills our hearts, fills our minds, fills each cell of our body, knowing that this good is us and we bring it to the world. And for this, I am so grateful. I'm grateful for this time together, for Amy Steinberg and for all that are here in the Garden of Good. And I say, thank you, God. Thank you, life. Thank you, universe. And if you feel comfortable, say with me, and so it is.
Play, pray, slay. In the dark, gonna make good today. In the dark, gonna create, elevate, celebrate, and love. I'm Amy from the GOG, Garden of Good Creativity. We get free, be me, working effortlessly. Do what you love and then allow the prosperity. You got this. Make good, make it your own. You know you got the power in your mind, heart, body, and soul to grow dreams, grow faith, grow you. Create authentically in the Garden of Good. Give, live, and love. In a God gonna dig, big, and trust. In a God gonna create.